relic of a place, home village. And well, it's because in this episode, it's going to be pretty simple. I'm going to be giving you a tour of the entire server, and of course, as we know, it starts right here in home village. So I'm going to give you a little history along the way of the server and what places are what. So to start things off, right here is the first shopping district, and yeah, it is torn down. It's a shopping district, but whatever shops you want here, and here alone. If a shop is anywhere else, it will be moved. Yeah, this is not obviously an inaccurate sign right now, but this was the old shopping district. This was my armor shop, my food shop, tree shop, enchanting shop, and I guess I own most of the shops. And then there's the nether shop, the wool shop, the the random item shop, which is actually still in the current shopping district today, owned by the same exact person. Over here you'll find a couple different things. This right here was technically my house, because under it were my villagers. Now, no more villagers are alive at this point. There's still an iron golem, the oldest iron golem on the server, technically. That one right there. But this was kind of my base. Over here was over this house, this is my storage system, and that's where I was. Now, if you're wondering what this is just a vault for when someone tried to restore the home village, but it's never worked. Don't even try anymore. It's not gonna happen. It never works. You try and then you fail. But this was where my items were stored. This is my very first starting base. Quite humble, I know. It's a few chests, and here you go from glitch. Don't forget about that. This random thing with 37 torches, 12 string, shears at 236 durability, 3 pieces of cobblestone, and 14 arrows. I don't even think I have almost anything in this chest. There's 3 spider eyes, a ton of seeds. Yeah, decent amount of materials. It wasn't actually bad. Over here we had Glitch's house. This was his very starting base. I don't know what this ever was. Like when I was even here, I was questioning it. I never knew what this meant, but he had a couple of items. He had a shield that said F on it, and I don't exactly know why, but I mean, it's in blood red, so it can't be good. I'm sure it was from a falcon thing, but we don't talk about that. This was Jared's house. This is where he stored his valuables. Obviously nothing in here anymore. And then others is just random storage. This full of seeds. And then over here, I believe this is Wesley's house. Yeah, I think it was. This was Wesley's house. He's been gone for so long. Anyway, this is my old farm. I had no access without permission because someone harvested once. It's a pretty ancient farm, honestly. This is how I really made money, because beef was the #1 food source on the server at that time. That if you had the beef, you had the money, you had the power. Beef was equal to power. It was a 1-to-1 ratio back then. But of course now it's golden carrots are food source, and that's still a pretty powerful thing. They're not even nearly as powerful as just raw diamonds, which we didn't have a lot of back then. But I harvested this wheat to bring it over to my cow pen, which was just in a big creeper hole. And this was my cow pen. This is where I kept all my cows. Probably my most profitable shop early on, my armor stand shop. Man, my armor shop, not my armor stand. But I made this big armor stand, and I sold a whole bunch of armor in it. And man, it was profitable. And I spent like 30 minutes getting soul lanterns. I actually remember it, even though it's actually like a yearish ago. Like literally, I actually believe we're 3 days away currently from the anniversary of a 1-year anniversary of this server, and I actually believe that is when this video might post. I had to check though. This was our first courtroom right here. This was where all the court happened, and man, back then there's a lot of people who says he stole 7 pieces of wheat from me. And I'm gonna need a court meeting, and I need everyone to come, and I need people to back me up. I need a lawyer, and I need witnesses. I'm like, bruh. And it was a chaotic time back then. This was all a part of trying to restore the shopping district. And of course, it didn't work out so well. Over here is the Mountain Charo. This is where our first enchanting table setup was. I made this for everyone and anyone to use, free of charge. Of course, I don't know what I was thinking that day because the entrepreneur in me would just say 1 diamond per enchanted thing. Or that would probably be too expensive back then. 1 diamond per session of for 5 minutes of being used, or something of the sort. Because it was a box enchanting system, and I'd say that's pretty. You couldn't find many of those back in the day. It was actually a huge benefit to lots of the server. They climbed through this exact pathway that I'm showing you right now, and I fell off of it. And this would happen a lot, but most of the time, because we didn't have feather falling, it actually might put you down to like half a heart or something like that. I don't actually know. It killed you some of the time, and you'd have to go back there and get your stuff because it's a pretty risky place. But it's a pretty fun path to walk on. Go down here. You will eventually find the old enchanting setup, I believe. It may have been robbed though. No, it wasn't! This is the old enchanting setup. No lapis in it. There's still a grindstone though. And the enchanting table here, the full setup. I believe this is a full setup. And honestly, nothing interesting happened for a while. Like beyond that point. That was the main point until I decided to move my mega base over to the main hub of the main area. And that's when that became the central area where everyone wanted to be instead of Home Village. Home Village was the place to be. It was the place you could do anything. It's like the central hub. It's the market square, whatever you call it. We're right here. You can see it's the second village. This was found on my way to find a nice mountain range to settle and do my base plans for my mega base. I wanted to find a nice place for it, and along the way I found this village. And this is where we got the villagers that we have today. They all came from this small village, but it's been looted and torn down. I remember having so much fun with Glitch, building this railway with the villagers. I had just a great time. So through here, this was an extension. Then after we industrialized, I came over here and I decided to build my carrot farm here. I don't know why. Well, I wanted to make a carrot thing. I wanted to have a gold farm and a carrot farm to make golden carrots. I found that's not the efficient way. It's just villagers. These are just the most efficient way. And while I'm stopping by here, this is totally not the point of being here or anything. I might as well get a little bit more golden carrots because my stash is running a little slim currently. I still actually get my golden carrots from here, funnily enough. This railway goes all the way to the mega base area, and the first interesting thing here is probably actually these two things. I know you only see probably one thing that's interesting, but this I actually kind of want to talk about. This was if you're gonna get dirt, you wouldn't want to like mine up the main central area because that's kind of it's a little rude, you know. It's like it makes it look bad. So you just came over to this one spot and you just went ham on the dirt till you have enough. But right here is the pickle factory. This was actually a really rushed video, and the main thing about this video that was the hardest to do was, of course, get the core. Is it dead? This took a while to make. It was a very rushed video there, though. It was so hard to find the coral. It was such a fun saga. The quest for the sea pickle. Right here is the great wall that Glitch built, and he put a lot of effort into it. I think it looks amazing. He did a great job on it. And this is when it's going to surround his shopping district, which we have over here. I remember the process of him building it, and it was actually pretty tedious. Fun fact, he did not build these towers right here. These towers are all me. I had to build the exterior of them because Glitch loved my design, but he couldn't copy them over himself. So I had to build every single one of these little towers you see right here. But over here are the shops, and because I don't want this video to be too long, I'll go over briefly all the shops. This is the bartering shop made by Jared with some pretty unbound deals sometimes. Over here is the potion shop made by Midnight, and this is the first actual good shop. It's not the best, but this is actually the first one that actually looked like okay. And didn't look like a trash pile very much. He actually bought this off of me, the pots, because I just went adventuring for so long. Over here's the mercenary shop. Oh, I see what he did. It's fine. It's fine. I really like the use of having invisible item frames and then a block in there, because it just peeks out like this TNT. I think it's really fun. This is my mercenary shop. You basically pay diamonds for me to jet snip people. Also, we're on the 4th one right now. I lost the 3rd, I have the 2nd, and I have the 1st. And the 1st is on super low durability, but it's pretty rare. This right here, super nice decorated shop, but is never finished by Otters. He basically did the exterior and then never did the interior and then quit the server. Over here's the redstone shop. It went out of the stock the first like 7 seconds. It was stocked and opened, and it never came back in stock again. To my disappointment, Midnight bought it all out. I was planning to buy it all out. Like had all my diamonds ready. I was gonna buy everything. I was gonna get it all, but no, he bought every single different thing. There was nothing left. I was so sad. I would have bought everything in the shop. Over here is the pickle cult. This is probably, this is actually not the first religion, funnily enough, in the server, but it went along with my pickle series, where you basically sign up to the dark cult. What? Things happened, and, you don't always notice them. We join, maybe I could call me Jetty, I don't know why. I don't actually like it that much. So you pay 5 diamonds for infinite knowledge. Cult members only pay 2 diamonds, but you basically have to pay 5 diamonds, and the pickle will dispense with ultimate knowledge. Yeah, that was an old thing. It was actually not too bad, but it worked out decent. This is the thumbnail shop coming soon. Someone said no, it isn't, and that is a very accurate statement. I made that sign, let's just say about 5 or 6 months ago, and yeah, I've not gotten around to it, and I intend to, maybe, possibly, don't count on it. This, in my opinion, is the best shop in the entire shopping district. I spent so long on it, it's so cool, like even just the sign in front of it is like actually really cool with the, yeah, I like it a lot. This is my door, my 3x3. I actually think I've made pretty well into this. I literally edited the entire shop. I made this side, and I think it actually looked really good, better than the old side, which looked horrendous. I really like what I did right here to cover up the redstone behind this. It's also day activated. When it turns night, the door makes a little sound, and it locks. So the door is closed for the night. So little moms can just go, "Wait, I'm gonna get in your shop and blow you up when the customers go in." In the daytime, it opens, and I think that's really cool. So let's go inside here. You see, it was like the little pig step ringtone, and then it opens the door. Yeah, that's really awesome. Here, I'll show you again. So there's the little end to the pig step, and that's awesome. There's the diamonds on the sides. No, it didn't even dent my bank account. Like, I don't need them. I could have just thrown them in lava. As you see right here, I have been profitable. Have I showed you my 2-0 durability thing? It's pretty funny. This looks super cool. And if you're wondering what that was, it just turned night, the door locked, and it no longer opens. It just literally shuts down. That was the sound it makes. And it'll open back up and close again, and make a little sound when it opens in the daytime. And I think that's really cool. The general resource shop sells a whole bunch of stuff. I spent so long on the interior. It looks beautiful, I think. I think I did a great job of it. And everything here looks actually really nice. If you look at it, it was like the top build of its time. Fun fact, this actually was the empty shop. I was planning to turn it into something for a long time. But when I built my huge meme hall, I'll show you in a little bit, it linked up to this water elevator right here, so I had to incorporate that. So the minecarts actually come from down there, you can see down there, up through here, onto this minecart track that goes out into here and ends off. It's actually incorporated in my shop. Over here is the carrot shop. It sells carrots and golden carrots. What else do you expect of it? To sell apples or something? This right here is the We Sell shop. This is the most awesome shop ever to ever exist. I can't really give you context to how awesome this shop is. It is legendary. It is mythical. It is the most incredible shop, even better than the Generisa shop. This is the We Sell shop. It's amazing. I love this shop. It's the best. Trust me. You don't. I don't even think you really can comprehend. And there used to be a little secret entryway to go into the We Sell bar. That was awesome. The We Sell shop is like the best shop ever. Random item shop. Horrible deals. Decent good random items. 5 diamonds for half a sack. You're telling me you want me to pay 5 diamonds for 13 iron bars? You want me to pay 2 diamonds for 2 spider eyes? Donations are very much appreciated. Much better. This is an unfinished shop, and I can't really show you it because I don't really know what it is because it's weird and I don't understand it. But it's a skyscraper, and it's been in the progress for about 7 months, 3 months. Fireworks shop on my mean glitch, nothing special. This used to dispense fireworks, but then we stopped it when it became too expensive. And people started dying from it. This is the End in Ancient City shop. It sells stuff that's End in Ancient City related. And it's sold out because Midnight likes buying my stock out and giving me diamonds that I don't want and don't need. Tim, take back your diamonds, please. No, I'm joking. I'm not giving you back any diamonds. That's all the shops. And over here is Meep. Don't worry about him. He is a demigod, and he's like the biggest reason the server's still alive. Of course, he literally owns basically the entire server. I would say he can grant you wishes every now and again if you appease him and sacrifice loot to him. He is basically the almighty, the all-powerful god of this world. This is my 100,000 meaning block haul. That was the best video I ever made, I think. I spent so long to mine this entire thing out with even with just a beacon. That was tedious right there, the ceiling. And it was a big project all in all. This is the grand CatharusCraft meeting hall. And I actually really spent a lot of time doing all this centered and everything. The CatharusCraft logo. Here's the 8 main events that happened. I will not explain them because that'll take about 17 minutes. Through here is the archives. And this basically has a whole bunch of books with small information like Mountain Sharo, for example, or the name, why CatharusCraft named. Actually, a lot of you don't know about this probably. The name of CatharusCraft comes from a bird named the hermit thrush, relating to the hermitcraft. Over here is, of course, Ochunga tree, which has the world record for being Minecraft's biggest tree, with even having a hollow inside, still taking up 38,000 logs, not even counting the branches. And it was even harder to make this droop. I had to use slow falling potions. These mountains are actually really recent, and you can imagine how hard those were to make actual huge mountains. I know there's bigger mountains, but this one's my favorite. I like this mountain. I just like it. This is the official entrance into Ochunga tree through here. You just go down through here, and you're in the best interior of all time. But yeah, this is actually probably the most progress that Omega Base has had. This is the biggest mountain. I don't even like it that much, but I just wanted the last mountain I made to be huge because I'm weird, and big is better. I can't actually right now show you Midnight's Mega Base because that's a little classified, I would say. One day though you will get to see it, but not in this particular episode. I actually want to give a little history about the ship over here. The ship was made by me, and it was a gifted glitch to start off his dock. And I never actually finished it. I never made a sail to it or anything. I made this and I got bored and stopped. But it's pretty complete. Also, a little Minecraft build hack. This is the best way to make a seat. It actually looks like a seat. It functions as a seat. And you can't push it around or anything if you put the trapdoors on the sides. It's actually like a really good functioning seat. All the other seats that you have that you just have to squat on, they're just bad. That's just the best seat you can make. Over here, this is the sugarcane farm. It's been abused many times. It actually once was a bamboo farm, but and that actually clogged the system so much that we couldn't have bamboo. Like all this bamboo, we couldn't have sugarcane for days upon days because we had to clear out the endless supply of bamboo that was literally clogging our systems. Someone left it running, and I don't think any of you really understand how fast bamboo grows. It's insane. It's too fast. Mojang fixed this. Bamboo does not grow this fast in real life. I don't understand. This is the raid farm, but mostly by glitch, a little bit by me, and that made it so I can make sure that it cannot be claimed by glitch as a private farm. Really funny. He mostly made this, but I did a little bit, so you know, it's the little bit that counts, if you know what I mean. This is the old mob farm. It's actually not super old. People still use it like me. Glitch sometimes shuts it down because he doesn't want people to use it. He wants to use his new one. This is the tree farm right here. This is owned privately by me. Requires a ton of bone meal, but is super efficient. I use this thing to make that tree, and in total I've probably only used it like 12 hours, so you know it's pretty efficient. Probably maybe a little bit more than 12, maybe a little less, not exactly sure. This thing is a beast, but only if you feed it like a beast. Oh my word, it takes up like, I don't know, I believe it's 10,000 it takes up like 10,000 bone meal an hour. Over here is a hole. Don't ask the origins of this hole because I will never give you a good answer. It's just a big hole with a geode at the bottom. This is the new iron farm. We're not allowed to take from it. Owned privately by glitch. The other one's still over there. Probably won't visit it because I don't have a lot of time. Over here is the new mob farm, owned privately by glitch again. The artificial minigame district is the end. This is where we will make our minigames. I only have one work in progress right now. This is called the Endless Maze. But the minigame isn't done. That's actually my next video I'm going to do. I'm going to put in a ticket right now. Just go into here. I'll show you a little bit. So right here, this is the Endless Mines, of course. This is the first level. And it's a pretty big maze. As you can see, I have not finished this project even close. But I actually have a good amount of the hallways done. Over here, it's the Enderman farm, built by, I actually don't know, no one actually knows exactly who built this Enderman farm. You know, it's someone, like, I think they were actually banned off the server. Maybe Wesley, maybe Falcon. But it's a pretty big staple, because I actually used it before this video started to get all my stuff repaired, including my Elytra. And there is one last stop that we have to take to finish our tour of the CatharusCraft server. Actually, 2 more stops, I lied. Actually, 3 more stops, I lied. Double time. Right here is Otter's beginning mega base, but then he quit the server, so this is just a pile of garbage. This right here is Jared's mega base. He's basically quit the server. He hasn't said he quit the server. He hasn't got on in like 3 months, and he hasn't been wanting to get on. He just basically doesn't care about it anymore. So, but this would have been his mega base. He's done some decent progress. VMC Jar, yeah, go check his channel out if you want. I have some of the earlier videos. Maybe I'll put a little watermark thingy or whatever on it. I don't know what it's called. So the in progress mega bases is Midnight's, which you won't can see, Glitch's, mine, and one more, which is Tyler, who I actually haven't formally introduced you to yet. I want to do it in this video because I'm on a time crunch again because I just came home from vacation. I want to get a video posted on Sunday. So, yay. This right here is the progress of the giant fridge. This is Tyler's mega base. He's going to make a giant fridge. Yeah, you heard me. Just a giant fridge. And it's a lot of concrete. And I think it's actually going to be a pretty fun mega base. He thinks of mega bases that are less like cool and industrial and more just like silly and fun. And I really love the idea of doing something like that, like a fridge. I think it's just a pretty awesome idea. So, because I don't want this to be a 30-minute video, maybe 29.5 minutes, I am going to stop with the history and the showing right here. I'm sure there's more small things to do, but that's going to be it for today. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Anyways, I'll see you next time.